All right. So this should be live. We'll see how it goes. Anybody there? Let me know if the sound is okay. Waiting for my other screen to go along with everything here. Come on, guys. What are we doing? There's YouTube. Okay. Wow, that took time. How's it going, Jay Watterson? Doing okay. Jaxie is upstairs passed out. He had a long day. Our first half of the day here, we had insane storms and a Jax cat, and at least 2 of my dogs were freaked out. So I had a heck of a time with that for the first half of the day. Actually was really tired and actually fell asleep for a while this evening after running everywhere, and last night's kerfuffle running out to help my dad, and then I had to go over to his place again today after everything this evening, so woof. But this is something we need to talk about. Everybody should be talking about this. I don't care if it's a channel like mine that YouTube is holding down. In fact, I have more proof of that. Just the other day, doing my shorts and everything, I gained 8 subscribers. Cool. Neato. Boom. 24 hours later, what happened? I lose 8 subscribers. It's always the exact amount of what I gain. Some of you know, I've already contacted YouTube. Sent them all the analytics. Finally got an answer from some dude with not an American accent, or if you can read that over typing, saying that, yeah, they don't like what I'm doing, so, okay. So, yeah, it continues. Gain 9, lose 9. Gain 2, lose 2. And that goes against everything that happens on YouTube. I have channels that are inactive. I haven't done anything with these channels for a long time. I'm using one of them for background right now to keep it kind of a live account. The subs have barely dropped. Nobody goes back and just goes through and mass unsubs very often. And at that level, insane. So it continues that, yeah, growing on YouTube these days is almost impossible, and Rumble is no better. But I'm done bitching, so let's hop on this. Steady boy. Okay, thanks for letting me know the audio's okay. Paul, what's up, man? I am annoyed. I'm going to have to dance on this. I am a tiny YouTube channel. And YouTube likes to break Section 230 and be an editor. And it does it mostly against small channels. You can have Asmongold go out and describe stuff that we're going to talk about in explicit detail. I, as a tiny channel, am actually afraid to use the rap with an E word. So I got to make cutesy names up and call it rap with an E. I can't describe some of the stuff he did. And this is a problem with YouTube. The unequal enforcement of rules, of standards. It's absolute bullshit that they can say this and others can't. It's stupid. That makes you an editor. That makes everything you're doing, YouTube, illegal under Section 230. Pick a freaking lane. All right, done bitching. So, but we are going to have to dance around with this whole UK report. I mean, some people are actually making excuses. Well, it shows since 1955. I don't give a rat's ass. Because we are talking about an insane amount of women. And this is just ones they were able to glean from reports the government did take from other sources. If it's 250,000 since 1955, then we know it's probably actually closer, because some people aren't going to come out and admit it. There are reports lost. There are ones who have had reports just shredded, oopsied. I'm going to guess, my own guesstimation, we're closer to 300 to 400,000 women and young girls absolutely decimatedly rap with an eed. I don't know if I can say it on my tiny channel. I was talking to Grok and ChatGPT about it before I come on, trying to see how many people are using it. There are some channels using the actual word, but they're all much, much larger. So I am up a creek, not knowing what I can and can't say, and knowing the way YouTube unequally enforces, it's horseshit. It is absolute horseshit. YouTube screws me. YouTube screws over a lot of people. Once again, and I don't want to drag him into this. He's not the only one. Just one I watch regular. Gary from Nerdrotic. Epic channel. He openly said about a month or two ago, a couple months ago, that he would hate to try to grow on YouTube now and start a channel. He admits his channel that is epic. He is amazing. He admits his own channel would never be able to get to the size it is now if he started now. Because YouTube is totally playing favorites, totally holding people back, and that's known across. And honestly, Rumble, I use it as a backup, but Rumble's effing useless to grow. It is. And I keep threatening to, I go just trying to find the time to learn Kick. I want to stream to Kick instead. I just don't like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm epic enough to grow or anything, but Jesus, come on, give us a level playing field. Or at least write down the rules so we know. Hey, if your channel is this size, you can do this. Oh, but once you're this size, you can do all of this. You know, give us some guidelines. Not this ambiguous bullshit. All right. It's stupid not being able to use the actual words. I agree. The thing is, I don't know if I can. I can't get a direct answer. Even the dang search, the AIs I was using were like very ambiguous with me because they can't figure out either because YouTube is ambiguous. So for anybody who finds this, you probably already clicked off by now. If you haven't, hey, let me know. If you are trying to grow a small channel, what problems are you running into? Do YouTube's ambiguous effing rules that even confuse multiple AIs piss you off? They should. All right. Well, having subs that don't get your videos in their feed. Yeah, that's another one, Study Boy. That's a big one. But that's been going on for a while, but it's gotten a lot worse, yes. I just don't like when I gain subs and lose the exact amount. Gained, exact amount gone. So I've been stuck here, and I've been keeping track. I write down, yes, I use paper, piece of paper every time I gain. And then poof, those numbers go away. My channel wouldn't be huge, but I should be right around 740 subscribers right now to 820. Yet I'm still stuck around my 280, 285 to 290 all the time. They keep me in that 5 range. Effing obnoxious. All right. I don't know the word, but I can guess the word. Well, Study Boy, it's rap with an E added onto it. That's the way I'm going to call it the rest of this. I'm going to call it rap with an E. Because I'm not sure I can say it. But we are going to talk about the Rupert Lowe report. And there's the word right there. I'm not going to say it. This is actual news. This is from political parties, government officials. So YouTube, come at me. This is one of the biggest stories out there. And I'm going to say right now, this is going to be me talking. And I'm going to show you the word in a second. Here, let me... Here, my hotkey is not, there it goes. There is the word, folks. That's the word that I'm not sure I'm allowed to say, even though other channels can describe horrendous things with animals and baseball bats happening to little girls. Insane. And now we are going to talk a little bit about the point. If this report... Once again, I'm going to say the actual number is closer to 300,000 to 400,000. Maybe higher. That is insane. 87% of all the rap with an E's since 1955 have been done by the usual suspects of a certain religious persuasion, a certain area of immigrating into the UK. It ain't white people doing it to little white girls and women in that country. It is the immigrant population, especially the ones of a certain religion, where They feel, and it's in their book, it's their right to do this. And they are justified to do this to anybody of this non-believer, because they consider everybody else non-believer a dog. And anybody tells you that is not in our religion, bullshit. Go look it up. Go look it up. It is, they actually do practice what their book preaches. And anybody out there goes, that is not part of Islam. Bullshit. Look it up. I've seen people like Cam Higbee and many others come back and fight that, go, no, here it is, verse and text. Verse and text. In fact, he's a channel who's gotten big, but I think he'd be much bigger if he wasn't being held back. So it is insane. Kick is good for streaming, especially IRL, outside roaming around. Outside roaming around. Oh, okay. Well, I do that a little bit, but we'll see. But this is what we're talking about. And I have not had time to go all through this. And thank you, Jay Watterson, for sharing the link to me. It actually made my day a little easier running around like a one-legged or a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs last couple of days. But this is insane. The very fact, and the UK government is at an inflection point right now, a real inflection point. The citizenry of the UK, and I'm not advocating for violence, but the citizens of the UK, if you do not use this to bring your government to heel, your country's done. If this won't do it, nothing will. You got mad about the immigrant trying to cut off a guy's head, and you were out showing the government, F you, we're done with this crap. This is a million times worse. The stuff in here, there's stuff I am definitely not going to be able to go over. But the fact that 87% of these right here, I won't highlight it, but right here, I'm losing my pointer. 87% of those are committed by Islamists. People, and I've already seen a couple leftards out there on X going, yeah, but 13% were committed by white UK citizens. I'm like, are you effing tarded? 13%. Do you guys really take the 2 + 2 = 5 math into your head? Did you not watch Sesame Street growing up? Don't watch the new Sesame Street. Stop watching if you have kids, stop Sesame Street for your kids. Start back from the beginning, the 1970s, and watch right up till about 1995, 97. Stop there. Your kids will learn a lot, but don't watch the new one. But did you not watch Sesame Street growing up? Yeah, 13% is minuscule compared to 87%. And the UK government's been covering this up, hiding it that long. I mean, what was it last year? They got caught with the police and the government hiding this shit. And I think that's what started to bring this out. When it finally got shoved right in everybody's faces enough, and then they go, whoa, what the absolute crap is going on? And the people could start to see the government doesn't give a rat's ass about you. They will let your women, children be decimated. They don't care. And other people are getting it wrong. I think Crowder, Poole, you name them, are all getting this wrong. They're saying, it's because they are scared of being called racist. That is not it. They are replacing you. They do not like, just like in America where the Democrats do not like us disagreeing. In fact, they're done with black people. They're done with Hispanics. They're trying to bring in a new class of very poor illegal immigrants that are beholden to that party. Well, that's what your government in the UK was doing. They're like, screw you. We don't like what you want. You want certain things we don't agree with. We want to solidify our power over you. So we're going to bring in a whole new voting bloc that depend on us. A voting bloc that we can use as foot soldiers against you. Yeah. And that's exactly what's going on. I don't think it's all because, they're so scared of being called racist. No. They know what they're doing. When they are covering up the assault, the rap with an E of 250,000+ women, and a lot of these are little girls. That's why I'm not even sure what I can go through on this thing. It is insane. I mean, they actually do describe the crimes in this. Holy crap. Whoa. Victim testimonies. I mean, this is nuts. I would recommend, Jay Watterson, if you could do me a favor, post the link in this for this in the chat. People need to go look at this. I mean, some of the stuff, and I'd say right now, go watch Asmongold's video talking about it, and some of the big streamers who can say a lot of things. Whoa. Insanity. The very fact that right now, Downing Street is not surrounded by people demanding Keir Starmer be gone. Surrounding everybody in your parliament. And I'm not saying attack them. So don't even try that shit with me, YouTube. Surrounding these places where these parliament people live. A lot of your parliamentary people have been there as long as our people in Congress. So they've been doing this to the UK citizenry for decades. They knew it. They hid it. They didn't give a shit about you. We're facing that in America a lot too. In fact, I'm going to say right now, America needs to pay attention. The UK is just 20 to 40 years ahead of us. If the Democrats had won the election instead of Trump, they would have opened the floodgates to even more of these people, brought them in. They were already trying to make them citizens or they've already given them power over us. You have an American citizen who's busted his ass for 40 years at a job, gets disabled. Yet these illegals come in and get just the money part double or triple easily, sometimes 4 times more than this person will get on disability. Plus, they'll get more medical care than our citizen, including our veterans. They'll get free housing, free cell phones, free everything. Hey, here you go. Here's more free shit. We're facing here. We have places like Dearborn, Michigan, where you hear the Muslim call to prayer now. They're trying to put laws in. Texas stopped a whole Islamic area of Sharia law being built and has outlawed Sharia law. I mean, this is insane. Americans need to pay attention. Islamists are at war with every religion in the world, including themselves. There's something wrong with any group. Feel free to insert your Jews or whatever else too. But hey, the Jews aren't at war with every single mother effing group on earth, including themselves, as in slaughtering themselves. The Islamists are. That's scary. Bringing them into your countries en masse is stupid. That they are incompatible. Anybody that actually practices what that book says is an incompatible person. If you are going, we're not like that, I'm not like that, then you are obviously not following your religion totally, which fine. But man, I would like to see the New Testament of that book. I mean, hey, the Old Testament of the Bible sure was a lot more fire, brimstone, and God putting thumbs on people and going squish than the New Testament. New Testament's a little more useful for modern society. There needs to be a Quran that's the same way. Until then, I can't see how a lot of people can trust you. I'm sure a lot of people openly lie and say, that stuff's not in there. It is. It is in there. So I encourage people to watch like Cam Higbee and others when they discuss this. They have chapter and verse. I don't, but they do. It's insanity. It's just crazy. There you go. Thank you, Jay Waters. That is a link, guys. And I will try to post that in the description after the end of the video. But I just don't know what else to say about this. They got witnesses, a volunteer testimony, all this other stuff. This is still probably a very low number compared to what it really is when you consider the amount of time. Oh, just nuts. This is just a little opening from Rupert Lowe. I'm not going to read everything verbatim. This is long. As is the case with many decent, hardworking Britons, I was unaware of the sheer scale of the evil that has been and continues to be perpetrated by chiefly, his words not mine, chiefly Pakistani Muslim men against vulnerable young white women and girls in communities up and down our country. But a single court transcript from one such horrific case, amplified by Elon Musk early last year. We've talked about it before, guys. Little girls have to carry hatchets to scare people off. The grooming issue from last year that the government hit up. This is not a new, this has been going on. Wow. Set in motion an overdue national reckoning on the matter that inspired over 20,000 British patriots. Too low. To help fund our Rap with an E-gang inquiry. What follows is a comprehensive report of its findings. It is essential that all related court documents are securely preserved, both for legal and historical reasons. This brings up a point. How many documents, how many court testimonies have been sealed, hidden, destroyed? How many never got to court? We already know the police have been covering it up. And I will say it right now. As much problems as we have sometimes with some of our police in America, I will put my money on every police officer in America being better than a police officer in England at this point. UK. UK's police are horrid. They are socialist, pussy, corrupt people who will jail a little girl with autism for saying, "You remind me of my gay aunt." Or because you type a potty word. If those police had a pair, they'd stand up, look at your government and go, "No." And if they'd stood as one, what are they going to do? Fire them all? Good luck. The government loses its apparatus to control you then. No, they'll go along with it and fight you to control. And yes, we've had some problems with that in America. COVID showed that. COVID showed us who the good cops are and the bad cops. My home state of Illinois shows who the good sheriffs are and the bad ones, who look at the illegal gun laws enacted by Pritzker and the Democrats and go, some of the sheriffs, yes, sir, we'll do it. We'll enact them. We'll do it. Other sheriffs wrote letters right to the governor saying, screw you. We aren't doing this. Pay attention who the good cops and bad cops are wherever you're at. But I'll put the cops in America up over the ones in the UK any day. What the police in the UK are just mass horrendous. Come at me, any UK officer. Tell me how you're not horrendous. Because as much as the government knows about this, the UK officers, the police forces, know this also. They knew this. Serve and protect my ass. Like I said, a lot of this is my feelings on it and my opinions, but I think my opinions are bore out by facts. There's no way the police didn't know about this crap. They got busted out last year for knowing about it. 50 years of it, they knew. They knew and they hid it from you and let your women and daughters, your wives, daughters, whatever, go out and risk their lives during this. All right, I'll finish this little forward and we'll move on. I am grateful to everyone on my team who has contributed to exposing this demonic chapter in Britain's history. It's not over yet. It's not a chapter. This has been chapter after chapter. It's not over until these people are removed. Until Keir Starmer's gone. Until everybody in Parliament who's been there knew about this shit and let it go. Until everybody in your police force who knew about it and let it go. Until any media person who lied to you. You are an ist or a phobe for mentioning what your own eyes and math are telling you. It's like in our country. When people go, oh, well, why are black people getting arrested so much more than white people? Well, it's obviously racism. No, it's because they commit more crimes. Well, that makes you a racist. No. Facts. I don't like Ben Shapiro much, but he did say something years ago that really it's a good saying. Even he gets something right once in a while. Facts don't care about your feelings. They've played on your feelings too long. They've done it in your country, they've done it in mine. So this chapter isn't over yet. Sorry, Rupert, it just isn't. A combination of paralyzing fear of racism accusations. It's not just that. They were bringing in a new power base. Racism accusations and the scramble for votes from imported foreign subcultures. There they go. Screw your votes. We got new people now. Meant that pure evil was allowed to metastasize. nor is the horrendous ordeal over. The root cause was immigration. Not just immigration. Mass immigration without vetting and bringing in people that years ago, your country and mine would have looked at and said, no. We used to, in our country, in America here too, we used to vet people. And if we looked at you and said, you're not good for our country, we're not bringing you in. Now it's like, we don't care, Derek, come on in, wee. Stop it. Diversity is not a strength. Unity is strength, not diversity. That is an absolute retarded thing to say. Look at any military. Diversity is a strength. It means everybody makes their own decisions. Nobody follows orders. Everybody carries their equipment a different way, enacts different policies, goes into combat, does different stuff. No, that's your diversity. Shit all over the place. Military, unity, strength. Countries, unity, strength. You have to have a unity of beliefs, of culture. Not everybody gets to speak their own language, live in their own areas. Hey, guess what, UK citizens? You can't walk around with a butter knife, but some jackass immigrant can walk around with a sword and a dagger because it's ceremonial to him and he likes it. Fuck off. You come to the UK, if UK citizens can't carry it, you ain't carrying it. Suicidal, moronic empathy and hatred for their own citizens. It's what much of my government has shown, and your government is really shown. I'm still never going to let that go. That Sikh dude could carry around a fucking sword. You can't carry a pocket knife. That's just nuts. So once again, anybody that thinks, oh, the government they didn't know, they made mistakes. They've always subverted you a long time now under the people they brought in. All right, I'll try to get through this. The root cause of immigration, mass unvetted immigration, beginning with the British Nationality Act, 1948, and escalating under Tony Blair from 97 onwards. Believing proud nations to be responsible for the mid-20th century destruction of Europe, our post-war leaders embraced diversity over unity, and multiculturalism as the supposedly civilized alternative. This report establishes beyond any doubt that this opens... By the way, civilized alternative, stop bringing in uncivilized people. People don't like when you say third world, fourth world. I know, I'm sorry, guys. I'll get with you in a minute. But there's a fact. There is people living like it's the 1700s. And not because, they just couldn't do better. They were held back. Because they like it. Because they like that power structure. Sure, they may want you to give them stuff. They might kind of like our technology and stuff we have. But they like to live with their culture. Living 700, 800, 1,000 years behind us. You cannot take people that want to live in that third world mentality, who still want to wipe their butts with one of their hands, who still think that women and girls are property, or anybody disagrees with their religion is an open target, who wants to come to your country and go, I don't want to live, I don't want to flag your flag, I don't want to like your country, I don't want to join your people, join your culture. You bow to me and give me stuff. What can I suck out of your country? What can I take from you? You can't drop that amount of third worlders into any country and keep your country intact. It is not civilized to drop uncivilized people around civilized people. We used to have high trust societies. You can't have that in mighty areas. I'm lucky. I don't live in a rich area. I live in what you probably call lower middle class area in America. My house is not large. I'm not going to lie to you. It's about 957 square feet. Thankfully, we have also finished the basement, which makes our house a lot larger. But our house is not large. It's listed at 957 square feet, which is, for many people in America, a tiny house. I don't live in a rich neighborhood, but thankfully my neighborhood, I will give credit to credit is due. Where I am in the Quad Cities, kids are still able to walk around freely. There are areas, even in the Quad Cities, that is not the way it is. And I'm going to say right out, it's a lot of it, not all. A lot of it's where immigrants are, or the ghetto. The usual suspects ghetto. It's funny how you can walk around trailer park, the crappy trailer parks with the white trailer trash people want to call it, or the ghetto white people, and not have the problems you do in the other ones. Yet I wander. Civilized my ass. This report establishes beyond any doubt that this open society obsession has in fact enabled untold barbarism of its own. Oil and water do not mix. And cultural differences going back centuries, I'd say even millennia, are the genesis of this problem. I urge all Britons to read this report in full. Not just Britons. I think every Briton should see this, and I'd say every American, and probably almost everybody else in the first world, in Western civilizations. Canadians, pay attention. People don't realize Canada is they are much closer to what's going on in the UK than America is. Much. You talk to some people up in Canada, it's bad. Losing their rights compared to the immigrants, too. I urge all Britons to read this report in full. Lessons need to be learned and prosecutions need to follow for the appalling cowardice of those responsible for refusing to resist such horrors. The strongest possible penalties, up to and including death, must also be sought. That's not me, YouTube. For those yet to be properly punished or indeed punished at all for their vile, unspeakable crimes. I would say UK citizenry must bring their government to heel. Anybody who's been involved in the police forces higher up, I'd say even many police officers at this point. A lot of your parliament, your Keir Starmer, his underling, they all must be removed from your government. And I'm not going to push death penalty here. I would say at the very least they should be denaturalized and banished from your country. In fact, I would say no shot at Australia here, but I think it's time for Botany Bay 2.0. Let's do a Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Dump them on a planet, or in this case an island. And I don't care if it's a lush island like SETI Alpha was before the axis got tilted. But I would dump them on a desert island even. A bad one. Not a nice one. I would banish them. Let them turn on each other for a while. I am tired of this. This is absolute sickness. Absolute sickness. Sorry, I'm going to check over. I've been told to try to check over at Rumble once in a while. So I'm doing that. Let's see here. Guys, I will ask you to do one thing for me, though. Do please at least hit a thumbs up. If you think there's anybody out there that might like to deal with this insanity on this channel, feel free to share the channel out. And I don't care if you're center, left, right, pink, blue, green, don't matter. Come in and chat. Give me your perspective. We may not always agree. Hell, Jay Watterson and I not to throw you into the bus as often as I do, but he helps out a lot with the channel. He gives me good links, some information. He makes me think. We don't always agree, but we both can totally agree on this. There's stuff we both can 100% agree on. And then there's some stuff where I'll look at him and go, and he'll look at me, That's what it is, guys. All right. This is related reports about people trying to downplay it. Yeah. Oh, I've already seen people trying to downplay it. It made me sick. I was out helping my dad, and I was trying to play some stuff on my ear, on my earbuds, and I was listening to some of these people, like, oh, for the love of God. What a bunch of sick mother fudgers. Let's see. And I don't care. I don't like when people want to go, oh, well, you can't hold all immigrants, for this. You're responsible for this. I don't care. I don't think a single immigrant is worth bringing into your country. I don't care if it's a good person. I don't care if it's a great person. I don't care if it's somebody that really is fleeing persecution in their country, which 99% of them are not. Economics is not persecution. Fuck you. Fix your country. Stand up and fix your country. All these chicken shit military age males who will flee their countries at doing something right, then come over and screw with your women and kids. Or my women and kids over here. I will say one thing. American women, be careful, effers. American women have a little more ability to defend themselves. They can carry pokey things and hole punching thingies. Just saying. That's one reason you haven't seen more of that in America. We have areas that are bad. There's a lot of, they're arrogant of this type of person in America. They don't do much more than they do now because they only do it in mostly Democrat areas where the women aren't allowed to defend themselves very much, or if they do, they'll be prosecuted for it. In the rest of the areas, they don't touch them because, well, it ain't going to end up. You're going to have another little girl with a hand axe, especially do that around here. Woof. Woof. I will say this, and I'm sorry to anybody in the UK that's going to hear this later. I'm also going to say that your citizenry is a little more pussified than ours. Americans stand up. If there's a report that come out that showed our government allowed 250,000 plus rap with an ease on our women and children and hid it for decades, ho ho. Oh, you wouldn't have the tepid response that you're having right now in the UK over it. And it is tepid. It is tepid. The UK citizenry has been beat down more. That's what could happen to this country maybe in 30, 40, 50 years if we had continued on that path. Trump has slowed that problem. And this right here goes along with it. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of people are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Yeah. What's worse, bad people or the people who let them do the bad things? Friedrich Nietzsche. So I don't know. Man, Canada could learn a lot from the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Dude, you are not. You are so right. A lot of people don't even realize and don't pay attention to Canada. If you really look at what's going on up there, Canada is closer to dissolution than a lot of people know. There are actual provinces wanting to break off. It is not a joke. There's a lot of racism up there, even among French and non-French speakers. And then there's a lot, the government is just burying and decimating their rights. All right. We're going to skip around a little. I'm gonna pick and choose, but I really think you should all go read this. And I'm going to actually take the time to read every bit of it. Here's one, though, one part I did want to talk about. The Casey report of 2025, I had to go look that up, stated that disproportionate numbers of men from Asian ethnic backgrounds. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of the Middle Eastern peoples are considered Asiatic. Were among the suspects for group-based child exploitation. Once again, another word, I gotta be careful. Because YouTube does not do this equally. But this word right here, exploitation of children. A significant portion of those convicted were of Pakistani or Muslim heritage. The crime stretched back generations. Yes, generations. 87% fits into this category. I know everybody makes this thing about, if something was poison, would you touch it? Hey, if I give you a jar of Skittles that's got 100,000 Skittles in it, but I tell you there's 5 of them in there that will kill you now. Slowly, painfully, you're done if you eat one of these 5 Skittles. It's a hypothetical, YouTube. Once again, small channel, I feel I have to say that. If you eat one of these 5 Skittles out of here, you're gonna painfully... Holy crap. You ain't touching one of them Skittles. Very few people are going to go, yeah, out of 100,000, I'm good. I'm going to, No, I know how the universe works. I'm looking at that going, screw you. Now imagine this. That 100,000 Skittles in that jar, imagine 87% of them are the poison Skittles. There ain't a person on earth with a lick of sense gonna touch a single Skittle in that jar. That's what your government's been doing to you. Throwing all the poison Skittles at you and forcing you to eat them. May not have been the Skittles that ate you. Well, except some of them are. But there's Skittles that sure despoil your women, shall we say? Make your women never the same. This took huge amounts of government and police energy to cover up this long. And honestly, some too much turning the heads for the citizenry too for a long time. Yes, Jay Watterson, it's over 90%. I believe it's 90 to 95% of all Canadian citizenry lives in 100 miles of U.S. border. In fact, I've said on my streams in the past that Canadians need to stop being cocky and pissy at America because you're all huddled up against the warmth of our border and our economy to keep your country going. Without us, Canada would not exist. Sorry, Canada. Fact. You are just like North Dakota. So yeah, the Rap with an E gang inquiry was necessary because the state and its institutions have failed catastrophically. They haven't failed. It wasn't a failure. This was by design. They did this on purpose. When a failure is, you see it's happening and go, oh shit, and you fix it. When you failed, you fix it. You know? It's not, okay, oops, this is happening, and you keep doing it for 60 plus years. That's not a failure. That is a design. They designed it and kept it going. You don't work to hide it, you work to fix it. So sorry, Rupert, it wasn't a failure. It was on purpose. Yeah, the NHS was hiding. Everybody was hiding it. This is insanity. Ugh. Policing failures. He's being way too nice here. Policing failures. Justice failures. No, they didn't fail. That is just, it's just sad. It's very sad. I know a decent amount of police officers. I don't know a single one that would cover up one of these crimes. In fact, it'd be one of the times where their body cam might accidentally get shut off. Wow, that guy got bruised up. What happened? He put up a fight. We had to subdue him. Yeah, so I'm trying to, I haven't gone much farther and got into this. I'm worried about what I can and can't say. But we all know that this was one of the biggest problems. And it's a combination of the two words. Combination of the two words, guys. Once again, I'm living under a YouTube that when you're a tiny channel, and you say stuff like this, you are going against our TOS. Well, okay, show me the TOS. Well, no. But this guy said it, but that doesn't matter. Yeah. Why? The fact that, they allowed these gangs to grow and do this for decades. The scale of the crimes committed is staggering. Previously established at the very least. Okay, I get to the point where they said at the very least. So I'm probably right. They are being super conservative. It's probably closer to 300,000 to 400,000. Young white girls are subjected to repeated rap with an E, gang rap with an E, trafficking, torture, pregnancy, forced religious conversion of a certain type, and lifelong trauma. Yeah, duh, that's lifelong trauma. The new true number is probably higher. Perpetrators bear primary responsibility. And the fact is, your government has grown this. Because for 60, 70 years, they've hid this. Let it go. Let these people out. Do nothing to them almost. So they just shows you can go ahead and do it some more. In court records and official inquiries, around 87% of those convicted in these group-based child SAs exploitation cases bore distinctively names of a certain religion. Man. Vast majority of men involved in these gangs were not convicted. This is how much your women and children are worth to your government. When the government fears the people, you have tyranny. When the people fear the government, you have tyranny. When the government fears the people, you have freedom and liberty. Wow. Dr. Taj Hargay, an imam with the Oxford Islamic Congregation, believes the true proportion of gang members who are Muslims to be around 95%. Wow. I don't even know where I can go with this. Yeah, no shit, Jay Watterson. No kidding. Yeah, so this just lists, he lays out more the demographics, the cultural drivers, the incompatibility of two certain religions. It's like water and oil. They don't mix. It's fire and ice. It's cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. It's in the name of unity when these things will never be united unless they do the same thing Christians did. Not follow an Old Testament that is way out of date for today's civilized society. If they have a New Testament of the Quran and follow that. Not this old school BS says, oh, these little girls they're fair game. Women are property. That alone says none of these people should be brought into a lot of countries. If they are deeply devout, practicing, no. Women are chattel. The doctrine of superiority draw from certain verses in the magic book. Man, oh man. Yeah, here's one of the scary parts. The government, the police forces ignored reports, criminalized victims, just like the guy who got stabbed by the Sikh. Criminalized him for his potty words that he supposedly said, which proved later he didn't. Criminalized the victims instead of perpetrators, destroyed evidence, and allowed known rap with an E-ists to walk free on bail, if any bail, by the way, guys. Social care services undermined protective parents, placed children in trafficking hubs inside children's homes, closed cases despite clear indicators of exploitation, and retaliated against whistleblowers. This is not a failure. This is not, oh, I'm scared of being called racist. That political correct, I'm scared of being called racist, shit didn't start till 15, 20 years ago. Explain the other 40, 50 years of this. Man. He blames labor-dominated councils. I don't know quite as much about the political setup, makeup over there. And I can only comment so much. And I got friends that live over there. I talk to them. Man, I got this pop-up on my screen. Dude, get off. I'm not going to do that. Get off. Sorry. I have a pop-up that is really refusing to go anywhere. Now I got another one from goddamn Microsoft trying to get me to use Opera. Dude, you are ticking me off. Boy, it really won't go anywhere either. I'm not going to open Opera. Go off of my screen. Sorry, I got a problem with this because I can't read the chat. Kiss my butt, Opera. There. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Hey, Joel, what's up, man? Oil and water can mix with an emulsifier. Well, what's an emulsifier for this? I think the emulsifier is UK citizens bringing their government to heel. Sending these people out of the country. Perpetrators operated with impunity because the state enabled them. Not just enabled, amplified it. Helped them. The government they are complicit in a way that is scary because they helped it happen. When you are punishing a little girl for getting rap with an eed instead of the person who did it to him, So yeah, overview of crimes. This is where I don't even know what I can talk about. Once again, I encourage everybody, go watch Asmongold talk about it and some of the other big streamers who can describe this without YouTube just decimating them. Man, the first Pakistani R with a rap with an E gangs date back to 1955. Jeez. %87. Just nuts. It's horrible. I don't know. The scale of the rap with an E gang phenomenon is endemic across the entirety of Britain. I would say, and I'm going to say once again, we would have a bigger problem with this in America, except our women and our citizenry are allowed to carry items to protect themselves. This is the problem. An unarmed citizenry is not free. You can't even protect yourself. Yes, we have problems in some states in America, including the state I live in, where, God forbid, you protect yourself. The government will prosecute you. Even if somebody breaks into your house, shoots or stabs at you or your wife or your kids, you defend yourself and take that person out. In my state, they will prosecute you. You'll probably win, but they're gonna decimate you financially and screw your life over because how dare you? But in most states in this country, you can still defend yourself clearly, especially in your own house. But in UK, you're not allowed. You are disallowed protecting. So that's why another reason this has grown. Won't grow much here because people won't put up with it and the women will pokey poke or perforate back. Where do you go if you want to be like these people? You go where there's less pushback against your horrid crimes. Man, oh man. The Rotherham J Report 2014, at least 1,400 girls abused between 97 and 2013, with some updated estimates exceeding this. Because once again, these are all super conservative numbers. People who, there's tons that don't report it. Records got destroyed. Police hid it. Got rid of evidence. Government people got rid of evidence. It's insane. Perpetrators overwhelmingly, hey, look, usual suspects. And the thing is, we saw the one where the girl with the hatchet we talked about a while back protecting her sister. There was an Islamic woman or two with that guy who was also helping screw around with these kids. The women in these group here that I've highlighted aren't much better. They will help the men do this. They will help them cover it up. Because that video we watched where there was women there helping this guy harass these little girls. This is an uncomfortable conversation, but my gods. The Telford Inquiry 2022, more than 1,000 children, predominantly girls. See, it's not just girls too. These guys act like the olden days where it's a way of taking down your enemy by rap with an E-ing them. Yep, even the men. It's an enemy. Rap with an E it. It's not counted as gay. Weird. National footprint. The grooming gang model has been confirmed in dozens of towns and cities. Our independent inquiry led by Rupert Lowe MP has heard evidence demonstrating coordinated operations extending to all corners of the country in at least 149 local authority districts. It's funny because you watch a show like Clarkson's Farm, and he is exposing another part of your government just decimating the people and your local councils. Your local councils need to be run out of all your towns, counties, whatever. They need to be deleted. Your local councils are 100% an enemy of the people. Just watching shows like Clarkson's Farm, he has brought out and really shown a light on another area of where your government is just horrid to you. They just don't care, man. I am warm down here. Hey, Jaxer, what's up, bud? Nope, you're going to get your lunch or breakfast in a little bit. But he has shown a light. Jeremy Clarkson has shown a light on another part where the UK government is decimating its own farming, its own food production. It's insanity of what they're doing. Hey, we'll bring all these people in and we'll cover up for screwing around with women and kids for decades. But by the way, you farmers, we're going to bury you. You don't even get to inherit the property from your family and keep it. Nuts. The dances. The dances. I mean, I grew up in farm country. I know a couple people still farm and, and they've watched Clarkson's Farm, and dude, if you talk to them, they go, F that. I can't, they're saying they can't believe anybody farms in the UK. It is such a labor of love that these people are still trying over there. The UK government is just all around rotten right now. I don't even know what to say about it. So it's not just this. Man. This is audit upon audit. It's not like the government didn't know. It did like they didn't know. Man, have I seen that? I don't know. I doubt it. As I've been running around, half of what I've been doing lately, I've had to listen to on earbuds. Because I've been all over. Between helping my dad, the gym, you name it, fixing cars, Yeah. He's laying at the bottom of the steps. Man, that should never look like that. That should never look like that. So, yeah. London, a lot. I know people that live in the UK that say London. They don't want to go near London. London is scary. I don't know how true that is. I'm just going by the 2 people I know over there that say they would never go near it anymore. The times they have to, they feel it's not the city they recognize. So when you hear Piers Morgan lying to you over there, it looks fine to me, says the guy living in a very, very rich, protected area. Yeah, looks fine to you. Jackass. He is just absolutely horrendous for you. He poo-poos everything until that turd is shoved not under his nose, up his nose when he finally goes, well, I guess you have a point here now. Fuck you. He is so woke. So I don't even know what to go into on this. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. Victim testimonies. Dude, this is where I don't know what I can even say. I only read a little bit of some of these, and holy mother of all that's holy. Honestly, this is where I think we have a separation too. The UK citizens are even beat down so much or is so different. Over here, there is a father here who took out the person who effed up with his daughter, screwed his daughter over, who did this rap with an E crap to his daughter. And he was acquitted by a jury. They know he did it. But they acquitted him because this guy did this to his daughter. And now this man is running for sheriff where he lives. There's a difference there. For some reason, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, what your government has done to you, but somehow it seems like it's that like mothers and fathers seem to let it go a little more over there. I don't know what the absolute hell has happened. So yeah, this describes about her life, her family, secure environment, and it gets bad. I can't even, I'm not going to read these because I am going to get myself in trouble. Wow. I go read these, and when you do, man, either you have a drink or with you or something to calm you or zen you out, because it's graphic description. And I'm not saying in a, I don't know how else to put it, titillating way of any kind. It is the description of the lives these people had to go through and what was done is, it's, I don't know. Once again, I don't know how there's not a bigger furor, a much, much larger furor going on over there. It's a word. It doesn't mean ein Führer, you dummies. Not talking to my chat, but you know who I'm talking to. A much bigger kerfuffle going on than one guy getting attacked. Man. It talks about how this person, some of these people contacted the police multiple times. They go through people. And then think about this. For every one Fiona, there's probably 5, 10, 100,000 more whose story has never been told, it's all gone, been hidden, put away. Thing is, how many girls or women were just disappeared? I've seen some people talking about that, how there's been women and girls gone missing like crazy the last so many years. Are they included in this? Probably not, because you don't know for sure. But seems to be a problem. If 87% of the rap with an E's are being committed by a certain amount of people, I doubt all these disappearances are just due to the 13%, let's say. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know as much more I can talk about, guys. But it's insanity. Oh, this is scary here. This little girl, after going through all this stuff, she got pregnant. Then the government removed her son due to ongoing exploitation risks. So they forced her to stay in these places where she's been exploited, and then took her kid away because the kid might be around exploitation risks. What about her? Well, guess what? Her baby was a son. For some reason, even the UK government cared more about the little boy than they did about the little girl. God dang, man. Last thing we'll read on this and we'll move on, guys. Fiona states that the greatest harm came not only from the abusers, but from the institutional disbelief, neglect, and punishment from the institutions that actively enabled the exploitation. In total, she estimates she was abused by between 50 and 100 men. And the government didn't take her out of the situation. They kept her in it and punished her for saying anything, yet they would take her son out of it. So yeah, we're going to move on. There's only so much of this we can take. Go, Jay Waters, to put the link in the chat, guys. I will try to remember to post it before I die here. It's go to sleep, YouTube. It's not because I'm worried about taking myself out. It's because I'm tired, okay? Before I go to sleep, I'll try to put the link in the chat and the description. Just, man. Yeah, I'm just letting some of that sink in real quick. Now we go on to, I have not watched all this. This was sent to me. And Benny Johnson is, to me, the modern version of the National Enquirer. He does insanely clickbaity videos, like a certain Second Amendment channel I watch, who you go to see, and I comment, yeah, more another nothing burger. But Benny Johnson is a strange mix of National Enquirer, absolute bullshit, and really good reporting. And it annoys me because I think he can do better. As a deeply religious guy, supposedly, and family man, dude, do better. I know, my tiny channel, I'm talking to him. Ooh, booga booga. So I haven't watched this. It was sent to me. And I don't know if this is a clickbaity title. Europe votes in landslide for mass deportations, jailing illegals. The EU Parliament send them back. I want to watch this. We'll react to it. And then I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but we are going to talk about this next. This chick is endemic of a lot of people in the millennials. She is a product of the everybody gets a trophy generation. And when you see this, you're going to be like, oh my God. All right, so let's see if Milo was right about Benny. I don't know if Milo was totally right, but Milo definitely had a leg to stand on. I just find Benny Johnson grew insanely huge, insanely fast, because he had backing from people in our government and a lot of money. He came on with a staff already, a lot of money. He went from nothing to 3 million in a matter of an insanely short amount of time that is almost unheard of on the platform. So yeah, but I do like when he does hit the mark and do really good journalism. He is good at it. Problem is, then for every one time like that, there's 15 absolute clickbait titles and bullshit videos. Videos that make the quartering look like you should go watch him instead. Honestly. And I admit, I've had a few quartering videos come across my feed lately. And I want to see how the guy's doing. He's more honest than this dude at times. Sorry, Benny. Bad thing is I like you when you do right, but you don't do right very much, and that's problematic. All right, let's check this out. Not sure I'm even going to watch all of it. If it comes out to be BS, I'm leaving it. And we're going to go to the Bodycam video. All right. So here we go. I'm going to get my headphone. I don't boot, but I like to do that because I boot it faster that way.
We are watching history, ladies and gentlemen. Our movement has gone worldwide. Chants of send them back, echo through the European Parliament, one of the most left-wing bodies of government, arguably the most left-wing body of government in the entire world, this side 100%. Of, I don't know, communist China? And, like, what is that exactly? I mean, at least communist China would never allow their nation to be overrun by third world incompatible migrants that rape and pillage and crime their way through their system. So,
which is funny because it's Western nations that have done this. It's under the it's the globalist cabal that's pushed. It's not bring other nations up. Let's bring the Western nations down. It's easier to destroy than bring up. And they like to do it for power. You can lower everybody down. You, the powerful group, are even more powerful. But if you bring everybody up to this high level, you don't look as powerful. You don't have as much control.
This is a moment. Overwhelming passage. 2/3 majority.
Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to give these people too much kudos. It's just like Bill Maher. People right now, Bill Maher is doing so good. Screw you. Bill Maher pushed woke shit. Bill Maher he wished damage on the American people. He wished for our economy to collapse just to hurt Donald Trump. He wished pain and suffering on the whole country to hurt Trump, to win an election. So screw that when people go, Bill Maher, no. Bill Maher just wins a change. And if it switches back tomorrow, if let's say the next election Kamala wins and goes exactly the other way, Bill Maher is going to go flip right back that way. You can acknowledge some of the good stuff he's saying right now, but be careful because none of it passes the smell test. And for most of these people that have been here for a long time, a lot of these same people shit on Poland and the few European Union nations who said screw you on this mass immigration stuff and cut it off. They crapped all over them, called them issenphobes all the time, threatened them, sanctions, boot you out, whatever. So now they're all clapping, oh, look at us. It's the same thing. They see the winds of change. They see that they are facing a major shift in people where they're not putting up with it. And they know, well, holy shit, these people might come after us if we don't, oh shit. Hey, fear? Okay, if that's what it's going to take. If that's what it's going to take for the governments to start paying attention to what the people want, the citizenry want, then fine. At this point, fine. I'm fine with it. But don't forget that most of these people have been here a long time and they were persecuting anyone who thought this. And don't say, well, just because, well, now they know the people don't want this bullshit. They've known for a long time. Persecuted you for that thought.
And then back.
Yeah, I hear him. Send him back. Okay, like I said, I'm responding to this. I have not seen this. It was just sent to me. It was in my email, so.
Incredible. The strongest remigration pact in the history of Europe, and for good reason. European population, 50 million people born outside the European Union. And I'm telling you, it's not Japanese people that are moving to Europe. Okay? It's not Caribbean people. It's not even Chinese people.
Whew.
It's North African Muslims. That's who's moving to Europe. The same people that have always tried to conquer Europe. Actually, if you know your history, you can go back and check Genghis Khan or the Moors or the Turks or any other Muslim conquerors have always...
Which is fact. He's right about this. And I grew up being told that, oh my God, that the Christians in Europe went and did the Crusades against the poor, innocent Muslims. I was taught that. Until I actually looked it up and learned the Crusades were in response to the Islamists coming over and trying to take over Europe back then. And the church had to pull people together and said, no, we got to do the Crusades. We're going to push them out. We're going to go over there and we're going to have it out. And that battle maybe has never stopped. This is just another major, that war has never stopped. How's that? This is just another major battle in that war that's been going on now for 1,000 years. Ugh. Once again, the Islamists are at war with every religion in this world, including themselves. You can say, oh, Catholic and Protestant and, Lutheran and whatever else here in America. I don't care. They're not out there decimating each other. They're not out there warring and, putting on little boom boom belts and everything in other countries. I can't believe the Irish let that happen. 23.3% in Ireland? Wow. That's nuts. Now, wasn't the Netherlands that lately cut that off? I don't know. I think it was Netherlands, but
tried to claim Europe and have been repelled, but now they were able to walk right through the front door because of the idiotic libtards that ran Europe. Look at this, Luxembourg, 51% of Luxembourg is foreign-born. Malta is 32%, Ireland.
That is insane. You have brought in so many people. Non-citizens outweigh your citizenry now. Dude, or at least immigrants. You should never have that. You cannot continue your country. Your culture will die. Your history will die. Everything about your country will die if you do that. I don't care what country it is. You cannot survive that. 51%, they will not want to be what your history is. Tim Pool uses one, not using him a lot, sorry. But Tim Pool uses an analogy about a baseball diamond. A man and some people go and we love baseball, so they build a diamond, a great ballpark diamond in their neighborhood. And it's enjoyed by everybody. A generation later, the son is now older. He's in his 50s. He's like, oh, this thing needs updated. Let's redo it. And yes, everybody votes to do it. But it's a much closer vote because of a lot of the people that have come into the country. They don't care about baseball, don't like baseball, don't even care about that. They'd rather put the money into something else. But it passes. Now, then another generation later, that man's children are doing it. And a lot more immigrants have come in who don't give a rat's ass about baseball, culture, the history of that town, what that ball diamond means, the cultural significance, any of it. So when the people go to vote to, hey, let's clean this up and remodel it again and keep it going, suddenly there's more of these immigrants who don't give a shit about your culture going, no, we don't. We just want to build a center to bring in more of us. You're outruled. That's what Luxembourg and a lot of countries are facing. It's what happened in Dearborn, Michigan. Look that shit up. For those of you who know about Dearborn, Michigan, you get to hear the Muslim call to prayer. And I don't want to hear anybody tell me, well, in some areas you hear church bells. Yeah, telling time. It's a throwback to when not everybody had a watch and a cell phone. It's so everybody could just hear, ding, ding, 3 o'clock. And telling time is not a religious thing. This is a Muslim call to prayer. Now, if the Christian churches want to start broadcasting in 8 trillion decibels, a passage from Luke 25 or something, maybe you'd have an equality on that, but that's not what's happening.
It's 23%. Austria has 22%. Sweden 20%. Germany 20%. Belgium 20%. Yeah. Spain 19%. You're seeing the literal rape of Europe. And what I mean by that is we saw the rape gang inquiry that was just released. 95% Muslim men.
And keep in mind, these people are rabid about sticking together. Their culture over yours. So they vote. Sometimes, if you make them actual voting people, they will vote in sometimes higher percentages than your citizenry will. And you will lose your culture, lose everything that's beloved and make your country what it was.
Running Pakistani rape gangs through England, 250,000 young women. Europe's growing Muslim population. Muslims are projected to increase in share of Europe's population even with no further migration. Religion in Europe. Christians have a negative 8% change of the number of Christians in the cradle of Christendom, the cradle of Western civilization. You don't have the West without Christianity. You don't have Western governments without Christianity. Islamic governments are entirely different.
We got that.
They like it that way. And I like it our way. But they're trying to Islamize the West.
They've been trying for over 1,000 years. The Crusades. They've been trying for 1,000 years. And they're trying to do it to a lot of places. And they're not tolerant. When they do take over an area, look what they do. Go look at Minnesota. They don't give a shit about what's right, what's wrong, what's good for our culture. They're just here to steal, take over. Look what's going on in Dearborn, Michigan. Look what's going on in the UK.
Does not allow free speech. Islam, to live in Islamic nations, that's fine. Christians should like to live in Christian nations as well.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. But look at this. Muslims have a 15% increase. 15%.
I have just a bigger problem with people like Joe Biden and other Democrats going, yes, America will be a minority white country soon, and that's a great thing. Fuck you. By the way, white people are the minorities in the world. So they're so worried about minority, but you're shitting on white people who are the minority? Idiots. You try telling some of these leftards that you realize white people are the minority in the world, they go, bullshit. They're really either that stupid or that hateful towards white people. Towards themselves a lot of times. Funny how nobody wants to brown up all the brown country, or whiten up the brown countries. It's always brown up the white countries. Weird how that is. Weird how that is. Just saying.
That increase. And the total numbers are staggering. Rape and murder of Europeans come to a high point. The European Parliament votes overwhelmingly, 2/3, to advance their remigration pact, which will swiftly remove criminal aliens and migrants. They're only sending their back.
You know what's insane? The European Union, who's has Istanphobic people to death, who has just insanely attacked anybody who do something about this, is now doing better at it with this vote than the UK government is. Yikes. Maybe the UK government should have stayed in the European Union, huh? Would they abide by this? Probably not. They were doing that. Well, the European Union started this shit. Once again, they voted to do it. Now they're voting to undo it. Gotta watch these people. Everybody warned them when they started doing this. This is bad. I remember hearing about it for decades. Bad idea. Here's what's going to happen. And boom, here's what happened. Stay and fix your country. Fix your country. Stop being feral animals and do something with your own areas.
Best. Only their best. Only sending their best. Look at how every head is covered.
Sorry, Joel. Guilty by association. It's not just Minneapolis. There's a couple other areas. I was told there's a couple other areas in Minnesota that are pretty dang bad. But yes, Minneapolis. But still, when your biggest cities are getting taken over, you know, your biggest cities kind of overrule the rest of the states in voting. Think about what happens if you get too many of these people voting. You know? Minnesota don't go anywhere. Well, the money goes in the Democrat coffers. We all know it. That's where it's happening. Democrats use these people as bagmen. That's how Democrats always had money, weirdly.
Right. It's Muslim North African migrants. That's what this is. And then they bring North African sensibilities and forms of government to and create these little communities that are...
Well, you know, that's because when they come over here, we used to force them to speak our languages. Go with our religions, our culture. No, we're not playing. We're not wiping our asses with our hands. That's why they shake with one hand. They won't shake with the other because of that. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do Muslim call to prayer. We're not going to do weird Goomba stuff. I just made that up. You are going, this is America. We like hamburgers. Too bad if you don't like meat. F off. We're going to eat the cows. We're going to eat pork. Kiss my ass. Bacon is one of the most beautiful things on earth. We are going to have alcohol. We're going to do, this is our society. You don't like it? You don't want to come barbecue and grill out some pork chops with us? Don't come. You want to have your own enclaves and have us bow to you, or we're going to have to give it what you want from your old country. Then stay in your old country. We don't do that anymore. We kowtow to these people. We don't make them be part of our country. You come here and add little bits of what you had that was great, which very few of these countries have anything great to contribute, except bodies for voting blocks. Seriously, how many people can think of the great Middle African, geophysicists? Yeah. The great rocketry scientists. Come on. The man who invented what? Yeah. Just saying. We need to go back to that. You don't come in here if you don't want to be like us, and we'll send you back. We'll send you back. Denaturalize, remove you, never give you citizenship at all in the first place. Go back. Immigrants used to come here to be part of America, to be part of your country in the UK. Not anymore. What can we take? We want to have our beliefs, our sensibilities, act like we're in our home country that we decimated, just like Democrats. Democrats will decimate a city, county, or state, and then like locusts, move to another area and do the same thing. That's what these people are. They're locusts. Oh my God, you're comparing them to locusts. Yes, they are the Democrats of the world. They decimate their countries, don't fix their countries, live like crap, and then what do? Move to another country and start doing the same thing over. Same thing.
Totally insular, totally segregationist communities inside of our Western societies. It happens. The EU Parliament just voted in favor of the Return Directive, which makes it easier to mass deport illegal immigrants. Chance of send them back echoed throughout the chamber. 418 members of Parliament voted in favor. One passed by the Council, new regulation, established common, more efficient system of deporting illegal aliens, boosting the current very low deportation rate of around 20%, those who have been an asylum application.
You know, I got an idea, though, why bring them in the first place. You should do what Trump has done. Close your borders. Done. Stop them coming in. And by the way, it's not make it easier. The European Union needs to mass deport, and so does the UK. Mass deport people now. Because you're already going to be changed. But if you don't mass deport people now, 20, 30 years, none of you will be recognizable. You're going to be overwhelmed. Mass deportations must happen now. Funny how also, this is where this video from Benny is doing good. You don't hear anything about this in our media. Even Fox News ain't really talking about this. This is huge news. Our leftist media in America likes to go, oh my God, you Americans, we're so racist over here. Everybody else loves bringing in the immigrants. It's just these horrible Americans. They try to shame us, crap on us. But they're not telling you. And you got lefties out there, but in Europe, they're always pulling it. In Europe, they have this. In Europe, they do this. They don't even know the facts of what Europe is or isn't doing. This right here shows it. Yeah. Europe's getting rid of them. So is Trump really that bad now since all of you lefties like to idolize Europe? Come on.
Denied, then issued deportation orders. The new law will implement the following. Mandatory cooperation with obligations and penalties. Individuals subject to return decision must actively cooperate, providing documentation information, and non-cooperation will lead to imprisonment. Extended detention periods. Detention can last up to 30 months. Prepare for deportation. Mutual recognition of return decision.
Why does it take 30 months to deport somebody? I'll even say the European Union and UK or whatever can supply, go to Bass Pro Shop and buy a bunch of little cheap-ass plastic fishing boats, throw them back in them, throw them back in the same boats they came across in. For us in America, I'd bring them back in the same pickup trucks, semi-trucks. I'd put them in cargo planes and trailers of semis. Bring them back in the same conditions they came over here. Why do we have to take so friggin' long to get rid of them? And why do we have to send them back in luxury accommodation compared to how they got here? Fuck that. I'm done.
Across the EU, a deportation order from one member state will become recognized in other member states. So if you get a deportation order in France, that doesn't mean you can just run to Luxembourg, right? Return hubs in third countries allow...
Which we need in America here because you get deportation orders from our federal government. You can go hide in some states, which is insane. And Trump is not, I'll say it, Trump is not serious about mass deportations, or he would arrest every city council, every mayor, every governor, every state government who is doing we're a sanctuary. Fuck you are. Arrest them.
Transfers for non-EU countries via agreements, expand options for direct return, enabling flexible, potentially faster deportations. Remigration has been a huge thing here in America. Faster enforcement and investigative tools, shorter voluntary departure windows, and quicker forced removals. You can see why they're cheering. European Parliament approves policy on return of third country nationals staying in the EU. Look at this. I voted for the most important migration deal in the past 10 years in Parliament. Based. This law will largely enter.
Which is funny, and I don't know this person, but I would be interested if let's say she's been in the UK the EU Parliament for 10 years, let's say. I'd like to know what her voting record was on it 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 8 years ago. Why do I have a feeling we would find out that her voting record was negative until lately, when the winds of change have really hit, when now they can't hide all the rap with an ease going on, all the takeovers, all the decimation of culture, all the money, all the other violent crimes. They can't hide it. I wonder what her voting record would have been 7, 8, 10 years ago. Just saying.
Into force
Just
immediately.
saying.
It's long been a difficult road. The decision has been made by the citizens of Europe. EU Parliament backs law allowing offshore detention centers. So important. The moment that these invaders get on the soil, then immediately they're protected by NGOs.
No, that's retarded. Who made up this bullshit rule? All the oxen free. I put my finger on the shore. Screw that. I don't care. That's stupid. Just because let's say somebody wants to do a home invasion. Well, once they're in my house, what? They can put their hand on the couch and go, Ollie, oxen free, since I'm inside. You can't do nothing now. You should have stopped me before I got inside and broke the window and come inside. But now that I broke the window and got inside, Ollie, oxen free. That is absolutely stupid. What jackasses made that up? And we're trying to convince everybody we got to follow that. We don't have to follow that. Yes, Winds of Change by Scorpions. Yeah. There's a good oldie, isn't it?
Left-wing law groups and court systems. You have to actually create hubs.
No, we don't.
Detention center. This is what the Trump administration did. They shut down all asylum centers.
We don't.
You're not allowed to run in here, touch a piece of American soil, and then suddenly claim asylum. You can go do that in your own country. You want to become American? Go do it in your own. Go apply in your own country and stay there. Right? And we're suddenly, finally wise to this fraud. Look at the number. Look at the, just demonstrate.
I would look into the 218 who voted no. In fact, I would say, cool, then all the immigrants, we're going to dump them all in your countries, and we aren't giving you a penny more to deal with it. That's what I would do. Just like in America. I know I'm stuck in one of those states that are probably going to decimate by this. You want the illegals? Fine. Then we dump all the illegals in America into these cities, counties, and states that vote for them, who want to play sanctuary games, and then you give no federal funds. Sorry. Zero. We won't federally take taxpayer money and dump it into your city, county, or state to pay for people who aren't supposed to be here. Fuck you. You want them. You do it yourself. I would do the same here in the European Union. You want them? Then you keep them. And we will give you no money.
Just incredible. Ladies and gentlemen. 418 in favor, 218 against, 30 abstained.
None.
Return hubs, power to search migrants' residences, detention periods, entry ban increased.
And I know I keep stopping, but that's a big problem here in America. Oh my God, you broke their civil rights by invading their house. You're here illegally. They have no civil rights. Oh my God, how dare you say that? It's for everybody. No, it is not. Our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, does not cover everybody in the world. That is retarded. It specifically does not cover people that are citizens of other countries. If that's true, then what? We can go after and attack somebody in the government of France. We should take them out if they don't follow our Constitution and our Bill of Rights. So it's stupid to say that. So we should go and take over Cameroon because they don't follow our Constitution and our Bill of Rights. These are citizens of those countries. They are not owed any of our rights. Our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, all of our laws are for citizens of the United States of America. If you are not a citizen, you have no rights to those laws. It's lawyers and government people who've made that shit up that they do. They do not have those rights. You get to leave the same way you came in a trailer, on foot, with nothing, blah, blah. They don't come over here with nothing either. They come dressed in more brand name clothing than I own. Better groomed with new smartphones and nails done. Weird, isn't that? The poor dregs just looking to escape, looking for freebies.
Automatic suspension, deportation, jailing. Return regulation replaced the 2008 directive. Europe wants re-migration. Send them back. Wow.
And how much of this will you hear on CNN, MS Now, NBC, ABC, CBS?
Send them back. Never thought
The
I'd see the
View.
Parliament chanting, send them back. Amazing. Send them back. A clear message from Europe. The penalty session today voted in favor of return regulation. We are tired of endless rapes and murders in our home countries.
Yes, the people, the citizenry are turning on them. That's the only reason they're doing this. If that's what it takes, is the government, once again, as I said at the beginning of this video, when the people fear the government, you have tyranny. When the government fears the people, you have freedom and liberty. That's what's happened. The people have been scared of their governments for so long, and they just run roughshod over the people. Now when the governmental people are scared, look what happens. Sometimes you have to scare, I'm not saying be violent, but you must scare your government officials.
The first reading of Parliament is closed. Okay, we move to the next item on the agenda.
I will say this. The EU Parliament sure looks a lot younger than our United States Congress.
We're winning. Look at how glum left-wing MPs
Just
look
saying.
after the return directive is passed. This alone should give you hope.
Oh, poor
How sad
babies.
these self-hating libs are. They hate themselves. They hate their culture.
Yeah,
they don't
they
love
do.
their culture. Leftists try to say that I'm doing this as an act of love. Look, I love the third world criminal alien. But what about your own home? What about your own people? You have no love for your own people. It's repulsive. Sickening. Dung deal. Mass deportations in Europe will soon become
There's a little
reality.
more. I'm not going to go through
Removal of
exactly
migrants.
all of it, but
I have never felt unsafe in this parliament as after voting for the return legislation. Look at this. It's that. This face. This is the face of the Longhouse. The passive-aggressive, sinister.
hey, look, I guess they have the same problems over there as we have here. Middle-aged women. Middle-aged, mostly white women are the problem in the world. Maybe it is time to put women back, barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. I don't know. Starting to say, maybe allowed them to get a little too big for their britches. They seem to be the problem worldwide. The suicidal empathy of feminism.
Woman who simply wants the destruction of her nation so that she can feel good in the morning by trying to own the chuds, right?
It's not even that. It's that suicidal female empathy. It's why women, not to be mean, can't run the world. It can't happen. All right. We are going to move on from here. I just wanted to, I don't think he says anything that I need to know about. All right, Joel. I'm not smart, but I could see this coming more than a mile away, more like 26.2 miles away. A lot of people did. People were screeching about it when they started doing this, started going after some countries for fencing off, saying we're not going to follow it. They're like, you're going to come to a time where you're going to pay for this, and now it's come to pass. All right. This is more fun, but it's also sad, and it's a commentary on at least a generation or two of people in America and other countries right now. This girl, I don't think she's on anything. I really don't. I think she's either that unintelligent or this is just the product of the everybody gets a trophy generation, the words hurt generation, words are violence, the never told she was wrong, never grounded, never sent to bed without dinner. Everything you say comes out of your mouth is precious little angel. That type of thing. And I think that if you go watch a lot of police body cam videos that I watch a lot of, I do, you can pretty pretty much tell who the person voted for. And I'm not going to lie and say there aren't some redneck mother pussers in there who you're going to go, that's a Trump supporter. Yeah, there are some. But most of them, I'm going to say no. The overwhelming majority of people in these body cam videos, these subjects thereof, are definite would have been Kamala supporters. They're the ones going, I hate Trump. I'm going to bet. You can pretty much tell when you start watching the videos. All right. So, yep, let's move on to this, and we will go through this. I don't know if I'll watch. Yeah, I don't know if I'll skip around. I've watched it, and God, this chick is. I know it's early for a lot of you. You may want to put some alcoholic beverage in your coffee or something, because this is going to make you go, what the fuck? What she says is just, it's insanity. How she deals with this.
We have to take a stand today.
What? For what?
Freedom of speech.
You're gonna get charged with damages if you keep banging!
On September 27th, 2025,
I'm a free bird, not a jailbird. You can already tell where this is going to go.
officers in Florida respond to a shopping center parking lot. While
Is that loud enough, guys? I have that cranked. It sounds very loud in my headphones, but I'm going to turn them down. My headphones are never a good readout of what it is for you guys. So let me know if that's okay. That's cranked. Is that too loud? Or, sometimes, especially on X, you can't. This is on YouTube, but you can't tell. All right.
working a routine traffic stop, an officer was flagged down by a store employee reporting a woman attempting to drive away with unpaid merchandise. Here's what the officers did
Now,
next.
she's in
Hello,
an
Officer
expensive
Dodge.
Jeep. That Jeep she's in, those are not cheap. It's even got a winch on it and stuff. We'll see. Think she earned it?
Are you the registered owner of the vehicle? I am. Gotcha. So the reason I pulled you over is it's telling me that your license might not be valid.
Wait a minute.
Why is that?
Do you know anything about that?
I have no idea.
Gotcha. You got your driver's license, registration, proof, insurance?
Officer Mitchell is right in the middle of a routine traffic stop. He doesn't know a theft just occurred behind him, but the store clerk does.
All right, hold on a second.
Okay.
What?
Thanks, guys.
I work right there at the tobacco store. That girl in the blue jeans, she just stole from us.
Blue jeans. Did you call it in?
She just did it.
All right.
Right here in that blue Jeep right there.
Blue Jeep? Which way?
Right there.
278.
I got a license plate too.
Well, there it is right there. There's a plate.
I'll be out with a 33 at tobacco store.
So the officer intercepts Jordan's vehicle before she can leave the parking lot. Notice her demeanor right away. She doesn't deny taking the grinder. Instead, she attempts to justify it.
Just that sentence. She's not denying taking it, but she's going to justify stealing. Once again, that's a Democrat. But they're just trying to steal stuff to survive, right? AOC. Oh, yes, because they need the nail polish and the grinders to survive.
That's right.
Never stealing baby formula or never stealing salad.
Turn the car off.
My boss is gonna want to press charges.
You got your ID on you?
Not today. I have to go to the DMV and get a brand new one, but I have a picture of it, and I can show you a picture
That's
of it.
fine.
And I have my insurance, and I have my birth certificate, and
Okay.
my social security with me today.
All right, that's fine. You mind getting that out for me?
Yes, I do. I have to step out back and grab
Yep,
it
you're
back.
good.
This is an expensive Jeep. These are not cheap at all. See, you've got extra lights added and mounted, a winch. Yeah.
Beautiful.
278. Roll me another unit.
I already know I was caught.
I'm not playing that music, YouTube. I am not.
I know I was caught.
Just hang tight.
That's why I'm talking over it.
Dude, drop something else off at the school.
I got you. Is this the only thing you took?
That's the only thing, and they saw me. She saw me.
That doesn't make it better. She says it like because she saw me steal it. It's fine. Already the way she's talking, you can already tell she's not on the same page as the rest of society. That's why I keep watching, guys. Let me know Do you think this chick is either... I don't think she's on anything. I think she really is either just stupid as hell, which we need to start having an IQ test for driver's license. If your IQ is not as high as this pop can, you shouldn't be having a driver's license. Or she is just this... Everybody gets a trophy level spoiled. I'm going to say right away, ain't no way she paid for this.
The reason you took it, or just...
Because I can't buy my card.
I gotcha.
And I don't have my wallet Apple ID yet, but I was just going to get the money right back eventually. But guess what?
Eventually?
Oh, but guess what? That's in my other trucker. So I can't grab that either. So you guys can just return that and I'll find something else.
So I was just going to take it and, honor system, oxide free. I'll bring the money back eventually. That's not how the world works. Imagine if somebody took her Jeep because they couldn't find their car and said, well, I was going to bring it back to you or pay you for it eventually. I'll bet she probably wouldn't think that was okay. But she feels it's okay to walk into a store. Somebody watches her steal, but she goes, I just feel justified and I will eventually. I would gladly pay you tomorrow for a hamburger today. Or Tuesday for a hamburger today, right? I think she knows and blows local officers. I don't bet maybe not the officers. I'm going to bet, though, that Jay Waters, I'm going to bet somebody. Either mommy and daddy paid for this, I don't think she paid for all the tats either. She's, she ain't all there, and she's willing to do those things because she just knows, I'm dumb, but it gets me stuff. I'm a girl. I'm semi-attractive, so I can just get stuff. I'm going to bet it's a lot of that.
Because I have cash. So my account, I can show it to you.
I know who you are. You're familiar.
Okay,
That's
so
not better. I have the money in my account. I can show you. That's not better. That makes it even stupider that you stole it.
It's whatever they want to do. It's not on us.
Well,
have you talked with them?
Talked to him face to face. Well, he knows me. We met before. Well, I know him and he knows me. I remember each other, so we can do this.
What?
All right, call him because I can tell him to give him the money. Come on, call him.
So wait, the business owner knows of her, so she's done other stupid shite? She's very demanding, too. She's demanding. She's the thief, and she's demanding the employee kowtow to her wishes.
Yeah.
And she's not as cute as she thinks she is, but you know how it is. I don't care how nasty a Shamu cow is. Stinky, sweat everywhere, whatever. So fat she sweats in 5-degree weather. There's always some guy that'll tell them they're hot. So,
All right, call him.
What's up? Have you talked to him yet or no?
demands.
All right, do you mind just getting him on the phone?
Yeah, I'll be right back. All right, because I give you the money.
Yeah, I'm with the suspect and my...
I am just so getting everybody gets a trophy generation from this chick.
Because now I'm shaking. And I need to smoke. Because that's my medicine.
And just get here as soon as you can.
And I also don't have that because I lost my wallet. I have to get a new everything. That's my goal.
I need to smoke this stuff. That's my medicine. Oh, good God. I think I knew everything. That's my goal today.
You used to live by the compound, right?
No, actually, never.
With your boyfriend?
No.
At a house that you
right
guys
over there,
rented?
yeah.
I used to mow that yard.
Here.
What's this?
My bank account to show you that I have the money. I just lost my wallet.
It's not making it
I got you.
better.
I mean, you got to understand that just because, you know...
Well, that's what we have to do.
You don't...
Well, I'm going to sit right here.
All right.
What? Wait. Listen to her. She just talks like a tard. Well, that's what... And you can audibly hear her say this. The captain's actually right. We got to take a stand today. What? You stole something. What? She actually says
I can show you that I have
this.
the money and I just lost my wallet.
I got you. I mean, you got to understand that just because, you know...
Well, that's what we have to do.
You don't...
Well, I'm going to sit right here.
All right.
One, this cop, he should already have her arrested. She should already be under arrest. She's admitted to stealing it. The clerk saw her steal it. She's being a total twat. And he's just, okay. Dude, come on. There are times to be nice. And there's... No, the cop didn't recognize her totally. He kind of did, but it seems like maybe that's not what he's thinking of. But she's known by the owner of the business because I bet she stole there before. I'm still flummoxed at the, well, I have the money in my bank account. That's not making it better.
We have to take a stand today.
What? For what?
Freedom of speech.
What?
What?
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm trading that.
Good, how are you?
I am the owner of the place.
Alright. What? No, you're good. What are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to pursue charges or do you want her trespassed?
I want you to pursue charges.
I don't have.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright. How much does this cost?
I have to check. Probably like $13.
Yeah, can you get that figured out?
I might have one. You guys need to retire.
Who?
What?
What?
What's up, Jordan? What's going on?
I'm over this country, and I really need to go get a new card. And I got a new card. I got a digital wallet in my phone.
I'm over this country. For what? You are a dummy. My opinion, she is an absolute dum-dum. And I have to apologize to the dum-dum sucker company for that. She is a complete dum-dum. Just listen to her talk. She is dumber than a box of rocks. She did not pay for all the brand name looking clothing and the boots she's wearing. She didn't pay for the tattoos. She sure as crap didn't pay for that Jeep. She is dumber than my right toenail. Pick one of them. And she's so done with this country. Oh my God, she doesn't even... How do people like this drive? This is a person that really probably can't walk and chew gum. I just get that she is actually this dumb from her. And that you don't help stupidity by coddling it and never trying to make it better. Mommy and Daddy built this. She's the, everybody gets a trophy that she thinks she can just steal. I was going to kind of bring back the money someday.
But
Is this your vehicle?
this is my vehicle. I just got it because I have good credit,
I gotcha.
decent credit.
Alright. You mind just stepping out real quick? Walk back here real fast?
Yeah.
You mind just taking your bag off from me real quick?
Yeah, but I get shaky, so I can't do anything because I have anxiety.
What?
Does the traffic stop have anything to do with
No.
the 33?
No.
Okay, go handle that. I'll take over.
Anxiety means what happens is I get nervous when there's consequences. I've never had consequences, so I get anxiety when somebody disagrees with me. When somebody says I'm not a princess, that I can't do whatever I want. I get anxiety. Jesus. It's code phrase. I even commented on this video, stuff like that.
She stole the cookies thing, and she did, and they want to pursue charges.
This one.
The one that's sitting.
Well, no, the officer actually has to speak to the owner. Because if they're asking the worker, in some places the worker will just say, yes, charge them. And they can do that as representatives of the business. But a lot of workers, like this lady said, well, here, talk to the owner. She's leaving it up to the owner. And a lot of owners are like that. They go, well, you don't make the decision. There's a problem like this, you call me. I will make the decision. So the officers have to do that. If the worker says, no, you got to talk to the owner, that's what they have to do. It doesn't matter there. That's what they just have to do. Hope there's an update on the outcome. I'm curious if charges were dropped, dude. Obviously, you've watched a lot of these too, because yeah, doesn't that just get your goat? Gets a whole herd of them when they just drop them.
On the other side of the truck.
Oh, okay.
In my house.
They
We'll
want to
see.
pursue?
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys already caught me in my house.
Caught you at your house?
Yes.
What are you talking about? What do you mean caught you
This
at your
is
house?
all
We're
her
right here.
information, and then this is what she took.
Okay.
What?
And I have the digital wallet. I can pay for it. I can give you something else. You guys can return it.
Well,
guys can do whatever you guys
product
want.
It's not any
product has
better.
already been
It's even
stolen.
worse.
Well, then I can pay for it, or you
Yeah,
can return it.
go over that way. Go handle your traffic stop and then come back. I'm confused. You said
Okay, that cop there is kind of a dick to the other cop. The first officer, he's kind of a dick to him. Hey, you go handle your stuff. Come back here. Shut up, Bob. I don't know. She's not getting it. I have the digital money. I could have just paid for it, but I didn't. Not any better.
we already caught you at your house. What does that mean?
I have pigs that live over there too, screaming and doing some weird stuff.
Okay, and where is your house?
She
And
called
you
the
got
cops
some pigs over there that are doing some weird
Coppers.
stuff.
Right, please.
Oh, okay.
Jordan
she's
truly
fine.
believes she hasn't done anything wrong here. It's a little hard to hear over the traffic, but listen closely to the excuse she gives the officer.
Literally
So
almost
what?
killed me.
What had happened today?
I lost my wallet, and I felt like being rebellion.
She says rebellion, not rebellious. She is a idiot. My opinion. In my opinion, she's an absolute moron. She talks like a petulant 4-year-old. She is one of those people in the YouTube videos, you see where somebody's trying to get them to read at a 6th grade level and they can't. She talks like a complete retard. But she's driving around in a $40,000, $50,000 Jeep with added stuff on it. Wearing tats and what I consider probably expensive clothing. She paid for none of this. None.
I lost my wallet. I don't know where my wallet is, so I'm getting a new ID tomorrow, I guess, because VMB's not open today. I am going to the bank. I already did that. I have a digital wallet on my phone. I didn't feel like doing because that takes way too long to do. So I'm waiting for my car to come in. It's going to mailing to my mom's house.
Okay. This chick, they haven't said her age yet, but she's 22. I'm older than 22. I'm not a boomer, before anybody says anything, but I'm older than 22. I can use a digital wallet in seconds. I can use other types of pay in seconds. This is a 22-year-old. Raise her on the technology. It just takes too long. She's an idiot. We need an intelligence test to drive. Women live life on easy mode. There is no guy this stupid going to be driving around in nice clothing, and have all those tats and be driving this Jeep. Because he can't do knee work or be pretty enough to have it all given to him. Or mommy and daddy spoil him quite as much.
Because I don't get my mail at my parents' house. And that's it. And I have the money. I can trade it out.
Well, I'm guessing it's used. Because they stopped. Actually, I think they stopped making these now. But I'm guessing it's used. I'm going to used price. And once again, I'm being conservative about it.
Okay,
I have the money. I showed you my bank account. I can show you my bank account as well.
that's okay. It's neither here nor there because a crime had already committed. How much?
Where's the owner so me and him can talk so we can figure it out because I have the money.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
already
good
figured
question.
out.
I have the money.
Is this your friend or?
It's not me.
Can I talk
okay.
to the owner?
He doesn't want you trespass.
Oh, well, then I won't come back.
Okay, but
So this is your product?
yes.
Okay. You can sit down.
Do you want me to come? Well, sit right here.
No. Stand up.
For what?
You're gonna be detained.
I'm going to bet it's not her first time being in those. And I'm not talking just with the police. Once again, she got the stuff she's got for. Ain't no way she did this. Ain't no way she earned this.
Like,
Well, okay, I take that back. She earned it.
Yeah. Appreciate your
Not just a
cooperation.
drive,
at
but
this point.
vote. Oh yeah, this is one of my problems. If she votes, I think I put a comment under the video under my name that I'm like, if she votes, you know who she voted for. She's a vote no blue no matter who person. I'll bet you any day of the week. Spouting, I hate this country stuff. No, I can just take things. Sounds like a Democrat.
Well, that one last test, right?
Wonder if I got in trouble for that comment. I haven't looked.
Well, I need to smoke because you're making my anxiety go up.
I don't need to give you a...
Well, you do eventually.
No, I don't.
No, they don't.
No, I don't.
I need my water.
You're
My
not
coworker
dying.
was on the computer where my coworker was, and she was showing her it. She's like, "Can I see that grinder?" She's like, "Okay." So she hands it to her to look at, and she walks away. And I'm like, "Hey, you have to come back and pay for that." "No, I don't. Like, I'm not paying for that." And I was like, "Well," and I went out to just go take a picture of her license plate, but I saw him, and I'm like, "Hey, can you come help me?"
Yeah.
And she didn't stop. I mean, I asked her, "Hey, can you please come pay for that?"
Okay.
And then my boss, he doesn't play about that, so he
Yeah. You have that all.
She's right to the worker. No, I don't have to pay for that. Who's that sound like? Democrats. What's the video title? The moment a delusional rebel realized she's nothing. The moment a delusional rebel realized she's nothing is the name of it. And it is on, hang on here, blink. It's on real body cams. Right here. It's covered up by me, but it's called real body cams. So, yeah. Let's go back here. So, yeah, she's, oof. She just thinks she's all that.
On the camera footage,
Yeah.
are you able to pull that up?
Yeah.
Okay, and the owner wants to pursue charges?
Yeah. Did you want to talk to him again?
No, you work there?
Yeah.
So
This
you are willing
dude
to
just
pursue
heard
charges on
the
behalf of
owner
him?
say he wants to
Okay.
press charges.
Did my partner get your ID?
Get the first cop back. At least he was paying attention. This guy comes in and acting like kind of a jerk to his partner. Now he's like not listening. But he wants to push charges. Dude, you heard him say it more than once.
Driver's license?
I have to go grab it real quick.
Okay. Well, what I can do... This is your product.
Yes.
Let me snap a photo of it in a second.
And I was just going to get the money back. I lost my wallet.
No, yeah. You lost your wallet. You were going to get a new one tomorrow.
Yes, I went to the bank because I lost my card.
Okay.
So I have a digital card in my wallet, or my phone, now. But I didn't do that because it takes too long, so that's $2, so I walked out with it.
What's $2?
The little grinder that I took.
No,
And I was just gonna
it's
get
like
the money
13 or
back. I can go
14.
home and go get the change.
Oh.
I can go home and go get the change. Or we can just trade it out. I won't come back.
So that...
That's all right. Too close to the mic.
I can go home
Right
and go
here.
get the change.
Or
I can go home and go get the change. Or we can just trade it out.
there it is. That is not the first time she has used that phrase. In fact, that flowed out of her mouth so easily that she thinks it's so valid that she can do whatever and just trade it out. That is how she got the tats. That's how she got the Jeep. That's how she got the nice boots. She's been trading it out. Oh, God. Nobody suggests that for something like this unless that's been your out for a lot of things. Yep.
I won't come back.
So that's not really how things work, unfortunately.
It's a misdemeanor charge.
Is the cop just confused? Is he being way too nice, or is he just confused going, is she really this stupid?
It's not even. It's literally not even a misdemeanor charge.
So it's still a misdemeanor because it's retail theft. What you're telling me that you did is retail theft. So, I mean, regardless if it's a misdemeanor charge, that's still an arrestable offense. And just because, and I get you're saying, no, we can do that in a minute. They can go around. They don't have to come through here. We can figure that out later. But, hey, sir, go that way, please.
You can go past this way.
People think she's telling the
What's your name?
opposite.
What's your name?
Wait, but why'd you?
She's arguing with the cop.
Jordan? I'm John. I didn't yell at him. He was far away, and I'm trying to stop. Well, I didn't. I was talking to you.
Oh my God.
Jordan, what's
Oh my
with the
God.
attitude? I mean, I'm not.
Because that's attitude. What you just did to him. I'm sorry.
It's not attitude. This officer, it's not attitude. It's lack of intelligence.
Investigating the fact that you committed a crime and you're telling us you committed.
I can make a fair
Okay,
trade.
what if I were to take something from your house that's worth $2?
Take it all. You guys already did. Take it all.
That's
She
a really
doesn't
great
pay for
mindset,
anything.
but okay.
Right? It is
She
a great
pays for
mindset.
nothing.
Take it all. You guys already did.
Not being serious, but
No, you guys already did.
look, doesn't matter if it's.
Says the person decked out in designer clothes with a lot of really fancy tats, driving a $50,000 to $70,000 vehicle. Hey? And also shows she doesn't pay for nothing. Mom and dad pay for everything. The people she trades things out with are paying for everything. She doesn't give a rat's ass because she pays for nothing.
$2, $1, $5, a penny. If it doesn't belong to you, you can't just take it and say, "Oh, I'm going to come back and pay you later."
I'm tuning you out.
Okay, that's fine. You tune me out.
Oh
I mean,
God.
you already told us what you did, so.
I did tell you guys. And it's $2. I have somebody do that to me. I didn't call the
Dude,
cops
these
on
people
them.
that keep
I called
driving
the owner
by
Well,
instead.
I mean, that.
are diabolically
really
retarded.
should call
You see the
up
cops
somebody's
talking to somebody.
deals.
You see a vehicle parked here.
It is what you do.
What the flip are you doing?
Make a fair trade and you talk to the owner.
That's
That's what I
not.
did.
That's. I mean, if you know the owner,
Make a fair
here's the thing,
trade and talk to
that's-
the owner.
If you know the owner and you want to do that before taking it, you can negotiate a trade with somebody. That's not.
What culture does? Why is the officer even discussing this with her? We don't live in the Middle East, but we're not in a bazaar in the Middle East. I will give you some camel hair for that. Will you take camel hair? Sure. No. This is exactly. What the absolute? I don't. This officer is discussing with this retard way too much. I mean, oh sure, it's giving good content because you're like, she can't get any stupider, right? I stand corrected. She can take it out in trade. Huh?
That's how nice I am.
Okay, but that's not how businesses work. That's how you can negotiate a trade with somebody you know before taking something. But you don't just go into a place and take something and then say you're going to come back and pay them later. That's
That's how you just talk to the
theft.
owner.
That's theft.
Well, that's when you just talk to the owner.
Okay, but that's also not how businesses
She is
work. You understand
so
that, you
used to getting
understand that
whatever
they
she
would
wants.
go out of business
You
if
won't
that
go out of business.
if they would do that?
You do it wise and you do it smart.
Huh?
What?
You do it wise and you do it smart. You go and grab it and you come back and grab what you need.
That's. You seem to
What?
not really understand how the
Well, you do
economy
Wait,
and
what?
capitalism is theft.
Well, that's when you just talk to the owner.
Let's get this. I gotta replay
Okay,
it.
that's also not how businesses work. You understand that? You understand that they would go out of business if that if they would do that?
You do it wise and you do it smart.
Huh?
You do it wise and you do it smart. You go and grab it and you come back and grab what you need.
That's.
Huh?
You seem to not really understand how the economy and capitalism.
Dude, she doesn't understand how she's breathing. She doesn't understand simple. Dude, I'm telling you, 2 plus 2 equals 4.994 to her. 2 plus 2 equals Scooby-Doo. This officer, dude, stop. Does he not realize by now she is this stupid? She knows nothing. Stop discussing with her like she has any intelligence. She does not, my opinion. You cannot have an intellectual conversation with somebody with the intelligence of a stick of gum. It's blatantly obvious she's not screwing around. She is this. Whoa.
And
there are people right now, there are actual retarded citizens. Down syndrome people are watching this video going, she dumb. Holy God, is she dumb. But they call me retarded. Yeah.
I think do it smart.
All right. Well, Jordan, it seems like you have a mindset that I would say is very. You should probably change.
I don't think it's a business, Jay Watterson. I don't know if that's making her own money.
Because it's not a good way to.
Well, I don't have my wallet, and I'm trying to get my wallet
I understand that.
back in order, and I can't get my wallet back in order.
I understand where you're
It's not the
coming
first
from.
time she's lost her
Hair in my
wallet.
mouth. So you want to move the hair out of my mouth?
Sure, I'll do that for you.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Why is the officer taking the time to explain this?
Yes.
Because he needs to make it clear that intent doesn't negate the crime. Legally speaking,
You know he doesn't have to make it clear. He doesn't have to make it clear at all. Dude, he's trying to make a person who's dumber than a stick of juicy fruit see sense. She's not going to. Stop discussing with her. Legally speaking, taking an item without paying is retail. What do you mean legally speaking? In anybody's terms, that's theft. Even if you claim you were going to bring the change back. No. That is how none of this works. It has ever worked in our society. He doesn't have to make it clear to her. She broke the law. You say you broke the law and arrest her. My God. I mean, sure, we wouldn't have this to discuss, but think about this. She could be driving the opposite way on the highway of you if you live in Florida. Her vote can offset your vote. Whoa, let that sink in. While you're at work making money, she's going to get paid for only a couple minutes work and probably a lot more for it. Just saying.
Is retail theft, even if you claim you are going to bring the change back later.
So let me re-explain to you that, first off, the fact that you're blatantly telling us that you committed a crime.
Because I was going to come back.
Hold on, I'm talking here. This is a crime scene now. Hold on, Jordan, I'm talking. You're going to stop talking.
By the way, she has the memory of a goldfish. With that intelligence, she has the memory of a goldfish. She would forget at the best. Even if she thought she would bring it back, she'll forget. She won't remember. 6 months after she drives down the road, she will forget the whole incident.
You're going to listen. This is a crime scene. You don't dictate how this goes. We do.
Okay.
Do you understand that? You don't tell us how to do our job.
So then hurry it up, and can I go across the street in the shade instead?
You were sitting in the shade.
Fire department over here.
Okay, do you have any medical issues that would cause you to have a heart attack? How did I give you a heart attack?
Because I don't like you guys.
Well, I'm sorry you don't like me. I think I'm a very nice guy.
Something, I have low blood sugar.
Hey, I'm going to pull my car over here. Do you really have low blood sugar? You're just saying that.
No, I really do. I need
Hey, she just said that she's got low blood sugar. She needs to eat something.
Anybody that lies to bring the fire department or an ambulance to a police scene, you should tell them automatically. If you're lying, they test your blood sugar and it's normal, you are paying the $1,000 to $2,000 for that call. You want to see a lot of this bullshit here stop? Do that. Some jurisdictions do charge you for it. You already committed a crime. That person has to come to check you out. You're getting charged. Everybody that does this shit she's doing should be charged. You go, okay, fine. They come, check you out, and your blood sugar's fine. Guess what? $1,000, which she'll just want to take out in trade. Okay, yep, I can see that we're screwed on here. We're not going to get it. No, we're not. No. And no, I'm not trading anything for fixing her Jeep. Oof. Besides the fact, Goodyear doesn't make a condom with enough steel belts or tread in it to let her touch it. Yike.
But I'm shaking.
Okay, yeah, call for a medic. Okay. Do a blood sugar check. Stand up. We'll go stand by my car.
Help me up.
Because the shade's over there. Okay?
Please, and thank you.
As I explained to you over there, twice, you do not dictate how this goes.
Well, thank you for putting me in the shade at least, but the little sun's spraying on
Yeah.
me.
I mean, like I said, I'm a nice guy. I'm not an asshole.
You
It's
can
bit.
call up the paramedics.
They're already on their way. You
All
requested
right,
them,
that
so.
works. They can look at my eyeballs.
What do they need to look at your eyeballs for?
Well, I can't do anything else.
You
told us you have low blood sugar. They can take my low blood.
I'm sorry. I feel my brain cells screaming in pain right now. The way she talks, the way she thinks she's talking, saying things. The sun is spraying on me. Oh, you can cancel the paramedics. Well, at least they can look at my eyes. What do you mean? Well, they can't do nothing else. What? None of this makes sense.
Sugar.
And that's what they're going to do. Regardless, Jordan, my partner here, he's dictating how this goes. This is our crime scene that you you blatantly told us that you committed a crime. It doesn't matter if it's a misdemeanor. It doesn't matter.
We really got to talk about sometime about our police officers. I've mentioned before, in my area I live, there's a couple new police officers I've seen. The female one, I'm not a big guy, but this chick, if she is over 90 pounds dipped in water, I would be surprised. She may not be 100 pounds with all the equipment on. There's no way that should be a Leo. There's a guy that is also a police and the same new police officer who is also much smaller than me. If he weighs $110, I'll be surprised. Those should not be Leos. This guy he's looking about 5'5", 5'6". No. Cops should be big, strong, capable people. Even the voice. I'm sorry, I don't have a great voice, but his voice like this does not command respect.
If it's $2, it doesn't matter if you were planning to come back and pay them later. You're telling us
being sprayed on.
That's not how a business works. Okay, my partner's going to be the one to say how this goes. If he decides to...
I'll bet they just tell her, it's skin conditioner, just pump here. Yeah, just take your hand and pump, and you'll get some skin conditioner. It'll help your skin glow. And she probably believes it.
Let you off and give you... Jordan, I don't like having to repeat myself, so I'm going to speak like this, and if you hear me, you hear me. If you don't hear me, that's on you. I'm not going to repeat myself anymore. If he decides to let you off with a court date, that would be his decision. If he decides that you're going to jail, you're going to jail. You had a choice the moment you decided to either take that grinder without paying for it.
Which is $2, not even.
Why are they still trying to explain this? And the cost keeps getting worse.
Going to jail.
Dude, stop even letting her say it's $2. The lady who worked there says it's already said it's $13, $14. Stop entertaining her $2 thing. And now she's saying it's even worth less than $2. Stop entertaining that. Go, no, it's $13, $14 plus tax. Stop entertaining this delusion.
Jail is worth $2.
No, because you can't go to jail for $2.
You don't tell us that.
Yes, you can.
But here's the thing, Jordan, is what I'm trying to get across to you.
Stop trying to get across to her.
The way that businesses work in America.
Dude, is this guy a cop or he's an economics teacher? Stop it. This is what happens. She's living life on easy mode. They're not gonna sit there and try to explain this to a dude who's this stupid. They'd have arrested him. He'd be in jail by now. But oh no, because she's a chick that's semi-cute, he's gonna sit there and keep trying to explain it to her. Stop. I want my $2. Dude, stop it. What is he doing? Stop. For any woman out there, don't think you live life on easy mode. This is it. They don't sit and explain like this to dumb men.
You have to pay for something that does not belong to you before you can take it.
You have to pay for something before you can take it. Gee, no shit. If you have to explain that to her, and you keep doing it over and over again, stop it. You're the reason she's like this. You are enabling her stupidity.
Because that means you are paying to own that piece of property.
Sociology
Until
major,
you pay
yeah.
for it, you don't own that piece of property. They do.
Well,
so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, it's not.
If you come back with the money.
That doesn't mean it's paid for. That means you're stealing it.
I'm just going to guess I'm going to try to be charitable to the officer because right now the officer is pissing me off as much as she is. I'm starting to wonder if he is only slightly smarter than her. That you have two people with dysfunctional brains trying to mesh here. I'm gonna give him credit and say that maybe she is so effing retarded that his brain is shorting out. He's like, oh my God, how does somebody not know that taking something without paying for it is stealing? I'm going to try to be charitable and say that. But I'm starting to think that this officer is a little touched himself. That maybe he went to police academy with, Tackleberry, if you know what I mean, and Fackler. Just guessing. He graduated under Eric Lassard. Just throwing it out there. Because this goes on much longer, I'm going to say that officer is touched also.
And then you're going to come back and pay later. But you've already come.
I have to move out of my apartment by August 2nd.
Okay.
Or October 2nd. So I really need
But wait, you just got a new Jeep?
No matter how many times I say it to you, you don't seem to understand the fact that regardless of what you believe is right or wrong,
saying it.
You still committed a crime.
I need to go home.
What? Yeah.
I really need to go home.
Where is home? Who can help you out
And the
right
way
now?
she whines.
My mom can drive.
At this point, the officer recognizes that Jordan shouldn't be driving. Instead of taking her straight to jail for a petty theft, he actually tries to arrange a safe ride home for her. But as he speaks to her mother on the phone, he quickly realizes that's not going to happen.
Hey, this is Officer Mitchell with the Palm Bay Police Department. Just calling in regards to your daughter.
1721 Forest.
Remind me your name? Jordan. I was the officer that came out with DCF, like that very brief moment. I don't know if you recall. So I'm kind of familiar with what's going on. So she got caught stealing down here at Bayside Lakes. Yeah, she apparently walked into the tobacco store, asked to see something. They showed it to her. She took it and walked out. But I need somebody to help her get somewhere else because she cannot drive in the state that she's in.
I'll look for it as soon as we're done here. But I left a couple on it.
She is all over the place, sporadic.
It wasn't under this account. It's under another one of my accounts.
She's appears to be intoxicated. My question is, if you or your husband are able to come help out, I can give her a court date. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to.
Once again, they wouldn't be doing this for a dude. Living life on easy mode.
I need to go home. Can my mom come and pick me up so I can go do that?
She can't.
So can my stepdad come pick me up?
He can't.
So can you guys just follow me home or can you drive me home?
No, I can't have you driving. Right now, I'm gonna place you under arrest, okay? And we're gonna go to jail.
Really think they're a taxi service?
Yeah, it's for 2 misdemeanors. Would you mind doing a transport? All right, Jordan. Unfortunately, the only female officer we have on shift right now is going to another call, priority call. So we're going to search you. Gotcha.
I want to go home to my mom.
I can get Kendall a call, see if maybe she gives another transport.
I don't think
later.
Mom wants her home. I don't think Mom wants her home.
But
I'll look for it when we're done here.
See what she wants me to do.
You can just transport her.
Why are you asking her mom? She's 22 years old.
I'm gonna just go in the store and get some. See if they have the camera.
Can you guys put these in the front?
Huh? No.
Yeah, that's happening.
If you need to, you can tilt sideways.
Jordan, can your mom come get the? Are you okay with your mom getting the truck if she's willing to do so?
I am, but I want my mom to come pick me up.
Okay, that's not an option.
Then my stuff. Can you guys take me home?
No.
Take me to my apartment.
No, right now the safest spot for you is going to be in our custody, so we are taking you to the jail. Okay. I'm sorry to have you go through this, but right now in the condition you're in, you're not safe, and there's no other option. So we're gonna do that.
Dude,
but
the way she
you're okay with your
talks.
mom coming to get the truck?
I am okay with her getting a truck. I trust you driving that.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Okay. All right.
You can add your stepdad's number to the list that you'll be able to take with you to the jail, and you can give him a call when you're at the jail. They'll give you some time to call phone numbers. Okay? But right now...
By the way, I am subscribed to this channel. They are one of my favorites. Like Midwest Safety is another one of my favorites, but I watch a lot of the real body cam stuff. Jeez. These cops are way being too nice and enabling too much of this.
This is what's happening.
She went and did it.
I'm sure he's somewhere right now enjoying his Saturday. You know, Jordan, I'm going to tell you this right now. Even if your stepdad had come out to our crime scene, he would have not been able to do a thing. I don't care of his military status. I respect his military status. However, that he's above us in the Army. He's above us in the Army, or the Marines, or the Navy, or whatever. If he's not a law enforcement officer for the city of Palm Bay, he does not have any authority or jurisdiction.
Even if he was an officer of Palm Bay, what's it matter? She broke the law. You can't say, well, because if your dad was an officer, hey, then we just let you go. That's retarded. Stop.
Okay. Okay, military sergeants have no jurisdiction.
There you go, Jay Watterson.
Okay, and I told you, when you get the opportunity to write down phone numbers, you can put his phone number down on the list that's going to go with you to Sharps, and you can call your stepdad when you're there.
I responded to a couple of other people's comments, too.
It's fine.
You're so annoying.
I've been called annoying my whole life.
Like...
You don't tell us how this goes, Jordan. I
don't know if you guys can hear it, because they didn't put the caption up. She was demanding the officers stop by her apartment on the way to jail. She is used to just getting her way with everybody and everything. She lives life on easy mode. And nobody has helped her, so she's never held her to account. So her limited intelligence was never challenged, so it never had to improve.
Committed a crime. You committed a crime. And now you're 22 years old, Jordan.
Not mentally.
Yes. You're an adult. So start acting like one.
Fast forward a short time later. A transport van arrives to take Jordan to the county jail.
I wasn't there, so...
Dude, the $2 thing is in her head. She has programmed herself for it. She is gonna... I'm not sure her brain can comprehend over $2. That's the problem. That was the max. She's stuck on the dollar amount of her maximum IQ.
Go to Real Pig Pen. Right? Real Pig Pen.
Thanks. You're gonna need it.
Now this chick driving this van, she is based. She's, once again, women don't fall for the whiny crap from other girls as much as guys do. That genetic imperative is not there.
White female 1015 on board. 51 to the jail. Copy starting.
She let her bang on stuff.
280.
These transport vans are heavily reinforced, but she's hitting the cage hard enough to cause damage. Listen to the radio traffic here. That tantrum just earned her an additional charge for criminal mischief.
Notate that she's using the restraints within on the metal cage. In case there's damages, we can charge her with later.
And there is the I've never held accountable tantrum. She's done this to everybody. When stuff finally she gets held accountable, this is what happens.
She's actively trying to break the camera. Can you also notate that she's standing up just in case she injures herself?
Yeah, we're not going to have any of this. Oh, they drove around and banged me everywhere. No, you're standing up, banging on stuff. You got yourself hurt. Wow, man, this lady officer she is covering her ass. The transport officer is covering her ass well. That way to go. I mean, one of the other officers that were transporting her still would still be trying to discuss with her and teach her how she's so wrong or just doesn't understand. This chick has none of it.
Jordan, sit down.
Why'd you block that? Is she showing something?
You're gonna get charged with damages if you keep banging.
Wait.
You're charged with damages if you keep banging.
This part. I'm not a jailbird. I'm a fucking free bird. What the?
You didn't damage our van with all your banging. Okay, I don't know you didn't, but I'm gonna take a look, and you're gonna get charges if you did damage it.
That's great. I'm not gonna.
Okay, well, you're also on camera, and I can see you banging and trying to damage our camera and everything else. So
I bet because y'all keep watching me, y'all keep recording me, and you already know that I was
well,
live.
yeah, you're in jail.
You already know that.
That's what happens.
Oh yeah, you already know I went to the county jail on live.
Stefan.
What?
Based on zip it. Do yourself
Zip it.
and stop talking.
She won't stop. She's not gonna stop.
Make it worse for you. All right, we'll call you after.
Yeah,
you can call him.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this?
Good luck.
Here's your update. In a good law enforcement system, she'd be put in a padded room or sent back to kindergarten.
The suspect was charged with resisting an officer without violence. The suspect was issued a $500 bond, which she later posted. She attended court without a lawyer, waived her right to counsel.
Resisting, by the way, didn't they? Wait, what? Whoa. Wait. Resisting an officer without violence. What about the theft? Retail theft. What the fuck? Didn't even get charged with that?
Officer without violence. The suspect was issued a $500 bond, which she later posted. She attended court without a lawyer, waived her right to counsel, and pleaded no contest.
Get ready. Hold on. This roller coaster is going to go on for a minute.
The judge withheld adjudication and placed her on probation for 4 months, ordering her to complete an anger management course within 3 months, along with 25 hours of community service. A month later, she wrote a letter to the judge to appeal her no contest plea and request a public defender. The court granted the motion to withdraw.
Why? Even the judge is doing it. Why did you grant the motion? Why is everybody doing this? Why did you grant the motion? It's over. It's done. So now we got to go back and spend actual money on this doofus. Even the judge is doing it. Just letting her get away with this.
The plea and sentence and appointed her a public defender. In court, the defense filed a plea of not guilty and requested a jury trial. Before any trial, she pleaded no contest again and was sentenced to 4 months of probation and ordered to pay all fines and court costs. She later failed to pay her court-ordered costs and fees.
And that's it. Towards the end, they don't tell you what really happens. She failed it. So did the judge actually, put out a bench warrant for her? I mean, come on. Did they just let her off? So she didn't know what she was doing? I don't know. She said, I did it. No, I didn't do it. I want to try. No, I don't. But then she goes and doesn't pay the fees. The fines. It's not a fee, it's a fine. She's not paying the fines. Did the judge go, just meet me in my chambers later and we'll take care of it? Or did he bench warrant? Wow, it sucks when they have to let it go like this, but that's it. That's it. But yeah, this is over at Real Bodycams. They are some of my favorite ones. And the guy who does the narration, it's good narration without being in the way. There's a couple other channels that are just in the way. And yes, I realize where that comes from. But when you're just wanting to sit down and watch these, you know, in mass, you don't want to have somebody that's really, really obnoxious as the host. Or just too much into it. But yeah, and I also have some of the best of the goddamn captioning. Whoever, it ain't just auto captioning, because a lot of the captioning on all these channels is horrendous. But that's just it. I was going to end on something else, but I think we're going to let it go. No, they didn't. Didn't they include court fees? But yeah, but she didn't pay them. It doesn't matter. She didn't pay any fines. She didn't pay any court fees. She just didn't do them. So did they just let it go? Hopefully they went after her for it. And this is a year ago, so hopefully they went after her for it and she got to go to jail or something. So yeah. But guys, that's about it for the stream. I had one more thing I was going to talk about. I think I'm going to talk about it separately in a video short later today. But I've been on for 2 hours and 43 minutes. And I'm pretty bushed, to be honest. For the few people I see on Rumble, thanks for stopping in. Leave a thumbs up over there if you like. Please do. Please stop back in and check out once in a while. But I got a very short, not very happy, at least maybe it'll have a happy ending, short to talk about later today. Yeah, it's in the world of pop culture. So yeah, but I'll mention it later today. But I got to get off here. I got to get some sleep, and I got friend of my wife's AC job. She's got some AC issues with her Lexus. So I said I would look at it, so I'm gonna. Cache name used to be accurate, now it's total garbage due to the censoring of certain words. I don't think it's just the censorship, though. Because I've seen it just seems like even when there's no bad words, they just can't caption right anymore. They just can't. They just can't seem to do it. So, I don't think that's just the bad words. Oops, sorry, I'm trying to pull this up here. All right. Bacon, ham, or sausage. What's your favorite breakfast meat? Bacon. Bacon, Joel. Is that even a question? Bacon. Then sausage. But pork sausage. So either way, bacon, ham, or sausage, I'm eating pork. Miss Piggy's going to have a problem with breakfast. But yeah, it is 6:23 a.m. here, and I have to get a little more sleep. And yeah, I have a weird schedule. Dealing with some elderly family members and some other stuff, so it does that. But all right, guys, thank you very much stopping in. When captioning first came out, YouTube was pretty accurate. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna say something different than I'm gonna say something other reason. I'm gonna say the captioning doesn't work well with their algorithm. Whether their algorithms are using to screw with channels, pull channels, or hold them back and promote them, whatever. I think it's to do with the algorithm of YouTube. That's just me. All right, thanks, Jay Watterson. Thanks, Joel. Thanks you to the lurkers there on YouTube and the ones I see over on Rumble. Thank you very much. I am really warm. It means I'm very tired. I either get really hot or really, really cold when I'm really, really tired. Right now I am burning. But thank you very much, guys. Please hit thumbs up if you have it. If you're watching this later, feel free to comment. And subscribe if you like. Please share the channel. Other than that, I will be doing at least a few shorts today. I don't know about anything longer. We'll see. But I'm trying to make sure I remember not to be as dumb as Jordan and use my cell phone. because it's with me all the time, and I can just pop it up and do a short. Later, flip-flop. Actually, the wife is feeding all the animals. That was the noise you heard come down here because there was a big brown dog laying right here a second ago. That was our big boy. But I am going to go and grab a quick drink and go to bed. I mean, I should probably just drink water. No, I was going to drink a soda, but eh. All right, guys, have a good one. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. And hey, I didn't want to leave you hanging. As I said I'd do a stream and kept myself up to do it. But talk to you later. Have a good one. And please, if you have kids, don't raise them to be like what we just watched. Oh my God, challenge your kids. Don't let them get away with everything. Make their intelligence grow. Not die on the vine like those brain cells. Because those brain cells they've never been exercised. Just saying. TLCing. Oh, okay. No trading. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. If you are coming in and missed any of the stream, feel free to watch back and let me know where I was right, wrong, or just being a Jordan. Oh, man. All right. Have a good one. I know I'm horrible.